Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It is a brisk morning. I'll show you what I'm up to. So I'm in the cab because it is a cold, windy day. Sunny, but windy. So I'm working on shelving down this east side of the pond. This right here has been shot in. So I'm, keeping the same that I, cut it down over there to allow for that topsoil to be put in. So I'm gonna go back. I don't know, probably. Let me get out of the cab. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take it back to that T-post right there. I'm gonna cut all this down. I'll measure out, I want to maintain 10 feet is what I'm wanting from the edge of the rock out to where it drops off into the pond. So as you can tell, this grade goes up. So to maintain that 10 foot with that rock embankment on the side on that 45 degree, I'm going to have to bring that edge out so it won't be, perfectly straight, but I'd rather have the 10 feet than have a straight line. That allows me to plant, the nut trees and fruit trees along the edge here. So I had a little surprise. I forgot I'd planted it. I threw out a bunch of dill seeds, and I didn't pay attention when I was clearing the side here, but there was probably dill all over it. Came up all on its own. I'm sure with this good topsoil, if I throw more dill seed in and kick it in the dirt, it'll come in good. Another thing I was looking at, I talked about a long time ago, that is oxygenated pond water from the wind. The only downside to it is it accelerates the evaporation rate. Well, I'm going to get back to digging. See that pink mark right there? You can probably see it. Pink mark right there. That's 2 foot from fence line. I want to keep that the natural grade, and then off of that will be the rock that goes down to meet this grade here. So I'm going to keep dragging all these spoils that I'm getting out of that shelved area. Throw the side behind me as far as I can, and then I'm gonna get up and keep transferring it back behind me. I'll make a big pile of spoils back there, and then later when I get this other road, when I get this road smoothed out over here, I can bring my dump trailer through and take them up on the road. These are pretty good spoils. I'd actually like to get some of these to backfill around the well. They don't have hardly any rock in it. All that stuff I'm getting over there You know, it's probably 2/3 rock. So I'd rather use this stuff if I can. I think I'm gonna stop right where I got that little, just a little shelf down area. I'm gonna shelf it again to make a ramp so I can get down in there and dig up to that point, and I think that'll be it for this embankment side. Then I'm gonna put this rock along that side, all the way back to the pecan tree over there. And I'll probably go ahead and work on fixing that little dike that's over there that got washed out. And we'll see what time of the day it is. If I've got time, I may go ahead and shelf all that area, from the pond this direction to what I've already shelved, to that same height. So I'm starting to build the rock up on this edge like I talked about. Along that edge here, all the way down to that pecan tree, and then I'll go ahead and build that little dike on the outflow of the creek. And after that, I'm gonna put the topsoil through here, and that'll be it for this section. Later, I'm gonna change to I've got an 18-inch bucket. This is a 48-inch bucket. Every 20 feet, I'm going to dig a little pocket, probably 2 feet deep, 2-3 feet deep, and that'll be to plant the trees later. And that way it'll have topsoil, and I don't have to dig through that hard stuff, by hand later. I'm going to put a good little pile right there, and then I'll drive the machine down on that level area and transfer it down to where I need it. Well, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but I ran out of rock. At least say that out here. So I'm back over here where I already piled that rock up from digging a couple days ago. And I'm going to haul it right over there and dump it where the road needs to be brought up with that rock. After I get that done, I'll show you the little dam on the outflow of the creek that's going to exit the pond. Also got those two big rocks that were right there, got them out of there. Still good and windy. Got the rock down that side. I'm going to zoom into that because it's so windy right now. So that's where the creek is going to exit the pond. You can see I kind of built it in a circular shape. And my intention is, I believe the water is going to push against it and, you know, make it bind on itself. And then I made it slowly go down after that with other rock. And I got rock all the way over to there. So as for my road improvement here, I need quite a bit more rock. It's not too far off for being about the height that I think it needs to be. I want to put rock, you know, over there too. And then I need a good bit of rock to fill in the other side where this levee got washed out. So I guess that's going to be tomorrow. See you on the next one.